Hey guys, this is Heightened Learning Team Fights, which is going to be a series of analysis videos where we rewind to break down team fights brick by brick and see what really happened. In this episode, we're going to be featuring Moscow 5 versus Invictus Gaming, playing each other in a best of 3 set in the Season 2 semifinals. Invictus Gaming is going to come into mid-game with an advantage. And you're going to see here, as they begin to siege mid, there's going to be a few things happening. First of all, Alex is hanging out in the river. He is looking for Shen. He is waiting for Shen to show up. They really want to figure out where everyone on Invictus Gaming is. However, IG is successfully poking down M5 and getting this tower low. So before Shen shows, they're going to decide to make an aggressive move, and here's where it's going to come in. M5's tower is getting low and they know they need to do something, so as Zitai on Cassiopeia takes a tower shot and a Kog'Maw ulti, this is the perfect time. Darien and Diamond on Xin Zhao and Lee are going to jump on her, instantly assassinating her pretty much. A Shen ult comes down, but Alex comes in to DFG ulti Zitai on Cassio to make sure that Shen does not come in. Let's rewind for a second and look at that one more time. As Cassio goes down, M5 is left positioned extremely aggressively, so Zyra throws her ult under 3 members of IG and exhausts the remaining Ezreal who is on the outside. Now this is effectively going to put a freeze on this fight. An exhaust went down on Alex on Evelynn just after he used his DFG and ultimate, so that was a little bit wasted, but IG still has a good shot at this fight. It's essentially 4 on 4. Lee is dead, but Shen is zoned out. Kid on Ezreal is full health, just as Alex is full health. However, there are 3 members of M5 that are grouped and quickly dropping. However, there are also 3 members of IG who are grouped and quickly dropping. Now, the best way for IG to take this fight is they really need to preserve the life of their damage. However, that's going to be their downfall. Kid is going to end up tower diving Zyra and Kog'Maw. The problem with this is that Zyra and Kog'Maw are an excellently chosen pair because when they die, they both do an immense amount of true damage to avenge themselves. So diving them, there's no way Kid's going to come out of this alive. He does successfully kill Gosu and Genja. However, this has effectively left the 2 poorest members of IG to deal with Alex, the 1v2 Yorick and the support. Now, this is really going to be their downfall as they have let the absolutely worst person go unpressured and clean up. Going into this next fight, the big opening move from M5 we're going to see is they're going to jump on Yorick, actually, and push away Ezreal and Cassiopeia. Now, as you see this happen, basically, they are cutting the AP and AD carry out of the situation for the opening part of this fight, and instantly making Yorick blow his ult on himself. Now this is going to be so hurtful to IG because even though they win the opening of this fight seemingly, they no longer have Yorick ultimate, and again, Alex is left alone at the back. He is going to tear apart Zitai. This is why they didn't want him to have a triple kill in the last fight, is because his items now allow him to 1v1 Cassiopeia. Now we're going to slow it way down as we watch the end of this fight. Just like last fight, the 2 bruisers and the support who has a true damage passive are going to go down for M5. Unlike last fight, IG does not have the capability to focus down Genja, and now that Zitai has been taken out of the picture with no Yorick, Alex is free to clean up with no pressure of anyone coming back from death. Coming into the second to last fight of game 1, look at Evelynn's position. IG has no idea that Evelynn is back here, so when Xin Zhao jumps in for this knockback, it puts everyone in a perfect position for Alex to get the DFG on Zitai and then a triple ulti. Now, right here, I'm going to pause it. Look at Zhao Zhao's position. On Leona, he just Zenith Blade over to Diamond, and PDD just flashed over towards Genja. While Genja needs to be focused, now you have Yorick who can't ult Ezreal or Cassio before they die, and once again you're going to have Alex essentially full health, cleaning up. What IG really needs to do is get their bruisers to stick with their squishies, and when Alex shows up, they need to kill him and turn on the rest of M5. However, M5 has not been making it easy. They've been giving IG almost no choice over and over again. Using this strat that M5's been doing, they really just put Kog'Maw and Evelynn at complete opposite ends of the fight, and then they use Xin Zhao to split up IG in a way that is advantageous for M5. Now, in this fight, for the first time, IG is all going to collapse on Alex. The problem is that this is the worst time to effectively make this change. All of early and mid game, they've been going hard on Genja, and Kog'Maw gets stronger the later the game goes. Now, the assassin-y character is actually going to be the one who falls off. Evelyn is going to get a massive shield and then make it out alive. However, now that they're collapsing on the assassin, Kog'Maw, who now has IE, PD, and GA, is going to clean up everyone from behind and really give Alex's back a break. Although they chase IG pretty far into their base right here, with the main threats effectively removed, M5 has Baron, and despite diving the fountain, they take this fight, and then they systematically take the towers, and the rest is history. M5 takes game 1 against IG. Now we're going to jump into game 2 of this match. Alright, so very quickly, you could see again, IG is in the lead. But here, they get 3 people on PDD, and are able to catch him out. PDD is way ahead of everyone else in this game in terms of gold and kills. However, the 3-man focus is able to just barely take him down. What IG does next is going to define the rest of the game for them. Diamond barely makes it out, but Vlad, IG's #1 damage source, dies. Now, in light of this, they still pursue. Alex is extremely low, and Rise gets him to a sliver here with his ulti on. Now, Kid, wanting to come through to make sure that Alex doesn't escape once the ulti wears off, accidentally kills him. This is terrible for IG, and what they do next is going to make it even worse. Once he flashes over, they're chasing him as if he was still only a sliver of health, but he's not. The ult brought him pretty much full. Once Shen realizes this, he taunts Diamond, but once again Diamond's going to barely escape, and he's even going to have the audacity to go back in on Illusion once he lands a Q. This entire time, Genja and Gosu haven't been here, but now that they've arrived to the fight, and the rest of M5 has kited IG pretty low, M5 just takes complete control, and Darien just comes out of nowhere, destroying Rise and really putting IG on their back foot. This fight was a huge upset for IG, as they had a pretty large lead, much larger. This next fight is extremely reminiscent of game 1. IG, once again, has a slight lead and is sieging mid. After the last turnaround fight, this is looking exactly like game 1. PDD goes on the aggressive, and when he comes out of the pool here after taking a bunch of focus, Shen attempts to ult him, even though he's only at about 300 health, and once again, Shen gets stuffed. The shield gets broken immediately, the champion gets killed before Shen can come in. This is really just backbreaking for IG. There's no way they can recover from this, as once again they fell victim to having Shen split push top and then never end up in the fight. As Ezreal gets cleaned up under his tower, I want to mention that it appears as though M5 almost wants the other team to take Shen, because if Shen ults incorrectly, they are punishing it so hard, and all Shen is doing for IG is baiting his team into 4v5s over and over again. Off the back of the last fight, M5 gets a free Baron. Here, you're going to see them start to press mid. For the first time in this game, they're starting to make fights happen on their own accord. Here, PDD on Vlad gets pushed out early. When Zhao Zhao ults, Shen ults him, hoping that Alistar's inherent damage reduction will allow him to come in. But he needs to realize that Alistar's ult gets much more powerful at level 11 and 16. That Alistar, who's a support and is still only level 9, gets blown up like nothing. Again, Shen doesn't come in, and again, M5 is going to close out this game with a series of 5v4s. In the last fight of the game, PDD gets caught out alone, and while Shen does finally get in on his ulti, it's too little too late, and M5 is going to close out the game very quickly here after this fight. If you guys like this video and you want to see more, like, subscribe, let me know that you like it. Based on the popularity of the video, I will either make more or not make more, so Entirely up to you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one.